Hey Libra, welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. I'm Eleanor here with your monthly reading, and this is a general reading, so hit that like button when you hear something helpful and leave the rest for another Libra. So you have the Blue Heron, and that is a card of hope and positive attitude. You also have Emotion. Let me get it to focus. It says, you may find you are in a situation almost over your head, and change must happen for you to survive. Be true to your feelings. Know this too will end. Learn from experience. Seek counseling. And then you have the Justice card. That's often associated with Libra, I believe. The Moon. And the Three of Cups. All right, so I could not believe how much water just kept coming out card after card. Like I drew this one first and it was just, the bird, the water didn't register. And then you got the water here, more water. And then the third one came out. And then I just about died when that wolf came out, kind of wading in the water like that too. It was like, wow. So what that's telling me, Libra, is that there is a lot of emotional inundation. Even if it didn't say emotion right there, all that water indicates an emotional time. With the Moon here, there is definitely a bunch of unresolved stuff bubbling up to the surface. But so like all this could be immediate, don't freak out. It's not like there's going to be a lot of drama, I think, happening. It's going to be more like not necessarily anything happening in the present, but some experiences that you have may trigger some old trauma responses that could create some old emotional patterns. So I see you being able to identify the projection of fears through pattern recognition, the mastery of cycles, actually many moving parts and gears working according to cosmic law to manage homeostasis. That's the Justice card, is essentially cosmic law in all of its forms, physics, math. That which it transcends human law or man's law. So there is something here about, I want to say, an impartial mirror. Like the world has been responding to all of us in a scientifically and mathematically sound way. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? But we never or rarely perceive this symmetry or equilibrium. We often just get confused and frustrated by what can often appear as chaotic lawlessness because of what we cannot see from the trenches, what we are not meant to know. So we will figure it out, or so we can create new answers or solutions in our generative role as humans. I'm also feeling some of the problems that arise at this time will seem bigger in your imagination than they really are due to not having all the facts. It's like water that's so murky, and it's like, well, is it inches deep or is it miles deep? And you may jump to that conclusion that the answer is miles deep, worst case, But if you really look at the context, that might not even be physically possible. So like she's here on the shore of this water here, is like, is it possible for that to be miles deep at the drop off right over she is? No. If you look around in the forest, it's probably shallow water, right? And like it's making me think of that old Robin Hood joke. It was in The Prince of Thieves and in its spoof Men in Tights, when Little John is flailing around in the leg deep water. He's freaking out that he's going to drown, that he could have stood up any time. Not to make light of anything, but do try to be still and account for what you know and estimate the range of missing factors. Like if you're looking at an algebra problem and you have missing variables, are the known variables proportionate to the fears you have about what X might be? I hope that metaphor makes sense. This works when you're estimating people as well. They say everyone's behavior adds up when you know everything contributing to it. So if someone doesn't make sense or their actions appear irrational to you, there is likely a factor that you don't know and aren't including in your calculations. And this doesn't excuse anyone's behavior. Everyone has the free will to choose their actions. Just don't go filling in other people's blanks, I'm hearing. So there's a clear message here about, it's like talking about, it says seek counseling, and also the Three of Cups here. There's a clear message here about getting an outside perspective or a higher perspective. Definitely an objective perspective, someone who is above the situation or has a bird's eye view of the bigger picture. So who is your go-to when you need hope? Who has an uncanny ability to find the gift or the silver lining? I'm hearing lifeline. This Three of Cups is your social lifeline. Who will tell you the truth that you're not seeing? Who will tell you the hard truth because they believe in you to handle it and do the right thing with it? Who will judge the situation fairly and help you get a handle on it without telling you only what you want to hear, but also what you need to hear? And somehow you will feel better, not because you are soothed, but because you are empowered. So Libra, if you want to hear what I have to say next month, like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you, thank you.